Are y'all ready to see my basement? Our basement backstory goes like this. We found our house 6 years ago, almost exactly, as a foreclosure. It had a lot of damage. It had been sitting vacant for a few years. It had been severely vandalized, and it had had some drainage issues, and so the entire basement had to be completely gutted. So that's what we did, and we took it like down to the bare bones, concrete walls, concrete floors. So this year came along, and the thing that I really wanted, which we've been preparing to kind of remodel our house. We did outside first. Over the last 5 years, it's been all farm infrastructure. And I asked for this basement for my birthday and like Christmas present combined. So Jeremiah and Ben Turn have been working really hard. And I turned 34 2 days ago. And I'm about to show you guys my amazing basement remodel. Now we are still actually hanging up decor, but this is it. We're still working on the shelving, as you can see. Obviously we don't have doors up down here, but it is awesome. The awesomeness of this room is actually why I haven't had very many videos up the last couple days, because I literally, like, all I've wanted to do for my birthday and since then has been just sit down here, go through my seed catalogs, and just enjoy this sweet space. I want to tell you a little bit about what we did down here. Jeremiah should be down here in just a minute, and I'm sure he'll want to pipe in. But yeah, I want to tell you a little bit about our basement and what we have going on here. So one of the big things, I showed y'all kind of a progress picture when we first put the shiplap up. And a lot of people are like, don't paint the wood's beautiful, which I actually considered not painting the wood. But the thing is, there is zero natural light. Like, that is the garage, and there's no natural light in this room, and I need it to be bright to have a creative workspace, and so I really needed to brighten up this space. The other thing was, and I went back and actually watched that video. In that video, the wood did look a lot nicer than it actually looked in person. That was reclaimed shiplap. It had 3 different color stains on it. It had a lot of water damage from being outside. We had to sand it down after that, and really painting it was the best way to go. This is really nice stuff. It's a reclaimed white oak shiplap that Jeremiah's brother pulled off a remodel job that he did, and there are a lot of nails in it. It's still got a lot of nail holes, so it's a little beat up. It's got some character, but we really like it. The other thing that we did was paint the fireplace. We had to do some repairs to this. There were some broken bricks, which of course now you can't tell now that it's been painted and all looks the same. We left the mantle the same. I did find this really awesome antique rocking chair on Facebook Marketplace for like $25, $30, something like that. That was a really great find. A lot of this stuff we've had for a long time. Jeremiah actually got me this Arkansas cutout for Christmas last year. Our friend Richard Everly has a small business in Conway, Arkansas, and he does some woodworking, and he made that. Jeremiah bought it from him. So this chair is actually the first piece of brand new furniture I've ever purchased from a furniture store in my entire life. I had a very specific idea in mind of what I wanted. I looked everywhere. I looked to thrift it. I love buying stuff used. I love to get stuff with a story, and I just, one day I thought, I'm gonna run in this furniture store. Never go furniture shopping in furniture stores. And I went in, and this chair was like exactly what I had been looking for, and it was a floor model. It was the only one they had. I bought it on the spot. I was pretty proud. I felt like a grown-up buying a piece of furniture at a furniture store, but I totally love it. The reason why I had this in mind was because of that. So this painting here, and these are shelves, by the way, This painting was painted for me by my friend Melissa Lyons. She's an incredible artist, as you can see, and she actually named this piece Janas Pears, and she painted it after watching my pear tree devotional video, and she painted that for me, and it actually turned out that she painted that, I think it was the day after my mother-in-law Jana passed away, and so she named it Janas Pears, and she sent that to me. Which is really precious. I've had it put up for like the last several months. I opened it on a vlog whenever I first got it, and I actually wanted to decorate this room with that as the focal point piece because that was just really special to me. It's such a sweet, deep meaning, and so I wanted it to be the focal point of this creative space. So of course I had to find the chair to go with it, and I've sort of tried to tie it in with some other colors. And then I came across this. I've already had several people asking comments on Instagram where this came from. This actually popped up in my Facebook feed, and it's from World Market, and it's just like a linen print. And it was pretty affordable. I want to say it was something, it was on Black Friday sale, and I think it was about $25. And I just thought it was really beautiful. Of course, butterflies make me think of my sweet mother-in-law. They were her favorite. And here, this is Sweet Maya's ingenuity. This is my desk, which he's got here in this piping. Now, he came and brought this in and set it in here so I could show you guys. This actually still has to have some sort of polyurethane or something on it. And actually, each one of these is a shelf. And here and here. And so this will be my desk area where I can set up my laptop, where I can work, film videos, work on writing projects, and I'll have these shelves set up with different knickknacks and books. Now, all of this is my decor. Several of you sent me beautiful things off of my wish list on Amazon for my birthday. I had put several little decorating pieces in there, so thank you. I can't tell you how excited I was, and it is very, very dear to me to be able to fill this beautiful and creative space where I'm going to be able to produce so much. I'm really like working on writing projects here and working on creating content here, and to have little touches that you, my supportive, precious viewers, sent me in this space it means very much to me. So thank you so much, those of you who sent these gifts. I sent the little thank you notes on Amazon to you individually, but I just wanted to say thank you and show these things. Also, I've got some other little things that I have been collecting for a while, like this little chicken guy. He's actually been sitting on my windowsill by my kitchen sink for a while, and my kids like to take him and play with him, and sometimes he falls in the sink, so I think his life will be longer if I bring him down here. Little things like this. These are garage sale finds and thrift store finds. When I find funky things, especially little vintage things, I love to snatch these up. You know, these little treasures and stuff that you can't find in the store. So this is how I like to decorate, and quite a few things down here are like that. I've got, you know, the stuff that I was sent. I've got some other things that I kind of gathered up from around my house, and Jeremiah bought this for me the other day. It says, "Stay wild, my child," and I thought that was really cute. And there are just different things people have sent me. Here's a little vintage camera my uncle gave me when I was, goodness, really young. But when I first started my photography business, my uncle gave that to me, so that's a sweet thing to put on the shelf. Like the couch here, I actually found this months ago on Craigslist. We were talking when we first started talking about redoing and like finishing the space soon. Jeremiah's like, "We don't even have a couch. We don't have anything down there." And I was like, "I bet we could find something cheap." And I went on Craigslist, and this lady lived like 5 minutes from us and was selling this couch, and it was like brand new, and she gave it to us for $100. It was actually really cool how it all came together, because some of this stuff I had started to acquire, because whenever you are like thrifting and trying to buy things on a budget, obviously it's not a matter of just going out and just buying everything at once. You know, you're looking for deals, you're bargain shopping, you're shopping secondhand, so you never know what you're gonna find. And I had a real like clear idea what I wanted to do in here last year when we started, but what happened is we got to the point of doing this project, and that's when we realized that we needed to do quite a lot of HVAC and electrical work, and we had to, of course, hire that stuff out, and completely zapped our budget last winter. And so we actually had to put a hold on finishing this project, and then spring came, summer came, we were working outside. And so when it came back around to winter, and I mentioned to Sweet Maya that I would really love to have this space done in time to really use it in the winter, you know, like use the fireplace, use a you know, beautiful room to plan in and shoot content in. We decided to reprioritize it, and so I kind of picked up trying to acquire things to fill this space out. I never dreamed it was going to come together this good, but I've never actually like fully decorated a room before. Usually it's just been a matter of like, you know, like getting a couple new things and sprucing up spaces. So for me to like really get an image for a room and then like fully just pull it off was really cool. And some of this stuff has been in storage for over a year, and so I didn't know if everything was gonna match. Whenever like when we put all this in here, it was my first time like seeing a lot of these things side by side because they'd been put up in storage, and I was feeling pretty good about it. Now over here, of course, I've got my seed collection. That's what's going on here. Every drawer has different varieties in it, and I've actually got a labeler, and I've already made the labels here to put on these drawers. And this is a funny little thing, but this is something that I really wanted, and I actually had to do some thrifting to find this because you don't find magazine racks now as much as you used to, and I found this perfectly matched my other woods in here, and I found this at an antique shop for something like $10, and I wanted a magazine rack because this magazine is the magazine that I write for, and so I wanted to be able to kind of display some of those. Writing for a magazine and being published in a magazine was kind of a bucket list thing for me to be a regular contributor. Like my slippers. And I've been writing for Due South for almost 6 years now, which is really crazy actually. But I wanted to be able to display some of these. Since I started writing for them, I've always just stacked them up and saved them. I have this romantic notion of one day my children coming across all of these magazines and reading them, you know, maybe in their adulthood, and kind of knowing their childhood from a different angle and kind of knowing me more. This is where I've been keeping my seed catalogs, my chicken catalogs, all of that wonderful spring stuff. So that was just a little thing that I really had like a specific idea in mind, like I want a good magazine rack, and I found one that I think is just perfect. Another really cool little note, I've got these two paintings here. Also original art, and these are painted by Jeremiah's Nana, and these are chickens that we used to have. Actually, those were among some of our very first roosters from our flock when I used to breed for egg color and have like a beautiful flock of egg layers, and I had these were two of my roosters, and she asked me for photos of them and painted me these pictures, and so I have not had a great place to display those yet, and so I loved giving them a prime spot here. We've got a couple other things to hang up. Here's a really precious picture it was sent in. I opened that one on camera whenever that one came in. Still got to put some things on these shelves, and I'm gonna actually put some more like vintage and random stuff. I've got a couple things here that I was trying to figure out how to hang. Obviously I need to get the stock person out of my photo frames. Of course I got my 6 arrows, all different. So obviously this is absolutely beautiful. You can probably understand why you haven't heard much from me this week. I have been enjoying Just kind of the rest and the lull of this season, doing a lot of dreaming, making lists of plans of what we're going to do. Jeremiah and I have been talking a lot about, you know, like our realistic garden plan for next year and the farm plan, and then like our wild dreams of, you know, like limitless time and resources. What would we do then? Because that's just how we dream about things. We don't do it small. But it's been really nice. Isn't this like the perfect planning space to just like sock in and go through seeds and look through catalogs? I'm just completely smitten. I absolutely love it. Jeremiah just went and found a box full of photos in the attic. Where's that picture of us? Here, hold it up here. Y'all look at those babies. Was that the first? That's the first year we were married. Man, look at that baby face. Both of them.
Yeah.
Lot less wrinkles and gray hair going on there. Huh? 10 years ago. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. We've really enjoyed sharing this project with you, and I'm really looking forward to shooting lots of content down here in this space. Got to work on the lighting. The lighting is great when you're in here. It's not great for video, so I'm going to figure out some lighting for the videos that I'm going to shoot down here. But I love it.
Good.
It's
that
amazing.
was the goal.
He did a good job, didn't he? All right, well, we bless you guys. Until next time.